Yes, sir.
There are some in the agency in the past related to Utility Act and other regulations that have indicated that coal-fired power plants are not being retired because of regulations, but because of the low cost of natural gas. Of course, natural gas costs are going back up. But while some have made that argument, and we've retired 41,000 megawatts of coal-fired generation, there's a Duke University Nicholas School of the Environment that has concluded that the cost of complying with tougher EPA air quality standards could spur an increased shift away from coal and toward natural gas for electric generation. Also, in April 23 of this year analysis, the Energy Information Administration explained that the interaction of fuel prices and environmental rules is a key factor in coal plant retirements. How do you make the two of those fit? And I would submit that what you've got is that the regulations are in fact retiring these agencies. And like Mr. Rush said earlier, he's concerned about what happens to poor folks. In my district, they're having a hard time paying their electric bills and their food and their drugs, particularly for my elderly who are trying to survive on a fixed income. And I'm just wondering if the EPA takes any of that into consideration when they're trying to make these decisions, because when I raised this last year with your predecessor, she said, or I guess it was a year and a half ago, she said, we have programs to take care of that, but in the budget, not your budget, but in another part of the budget, the President actually cut the LIHEAP program, which would have helped folks with their heat bills and their electric bills. How do you justify or make all of that work together?
Well, first of all, we do analyze what we think the impact of the regulations will be on potential closures, and you're correct that it's a complex mix of what the age of the plant is, what it would cost to continue to keep it running and fix it up versus modernizing with another kind of plant. Our estimates continue to show that a very small amount, but not a zero amount, of the changing that's going on in the industry, which has been going on for 10 years, is not due to the regulations. But the regulations are no doubt have a role to play there, and we've analyzed that and we've been public about it. I know that this has come up several times, and I went ahead and looked a couple of weeks ago at what the projections are, even under the current situation that you're bringing up here, that EIA and others have put out there, what coal production and coal usage for electric generation will be in the future, and it's still fairly robust. I mean, there's no expectation on our part, nor desire on our part, to have coal not be part of the diversity of fuels that are available for electric generation in the United States. And all of our projections, including EIA, show that it will continue to play a role.